EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Darnold on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Briggs. And all the way down to the 26.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. They're ready to go. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. To throw, it's Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Brady again. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Able to get away. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From his own goal line, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Briggs. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. shotgun now for Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10. On the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Darnold. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And Darnold steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they can at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Brady going to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2nd and 5 now. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, They'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. He finds his man, complete. It's Briggs. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Brady now on first down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 2nd and inches, Brady completes it to Miller. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
2nd and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's Darnold. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Brady now to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Sean Murphy-Bunting got him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run again with Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. This is caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
You know they pay me extra.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.